The 2026 New York Yankees are not a World Series team. The Yankees are essentially running back the same team they had last year with the addition of Ryan Weathers, and in my opinion, the Yankees front office truly believes Garrett Cole coming off of injury, having a full season of Cabrera, having a full season of Schlittler, having Ben Rice have more consistent playing time is going to bring them over the top. But the truth is, last year we had all these same pieces, besides Cole, of course, and Weathers, and didn't work. We were an ALDS letdown, to be completely honest, and not only did we just lose the ALDS, we got destroyed by the Blue Jays in our first ever matchup of the postseason between the two teams. The Yankees are completely lost, in my opinion. They think they know exactly what they're doing, but an outsider looking in, and I think other MLB executives would agree to this, they are too stuck in a way of, this is the guy we want, this is the guy we can afford, and this is the guy we're going to get because we're trying to go in between the middle, we're trying to overthink, we're trying to think outside the box. Ryan Weathers is a great example of that. I love the addition of Ryan Weathers. Don't get me wrong, he's a great pitcher, but he's hurt 75% of the time. He's good. When he's on the mound, he has the stuff. I'm sure of it, but the consistency is an issue. I don't know why. Discord just opened on my computer. No. But the consistency is an issue. Being on the mound consistently is an issue. And just in total, the Yankees are just a nightmare right now. I truly believe the Yankees needed to get a guy like Peralta or Gore to really be over the top. Because when you got Rodon and Cole coming back, maybe Schmidt later in the season, you have an avenue to have a plethora of really, really good starting pitchers coming out your bullpen. Or if anybody's ever hurt, you always have 5 really, really good starting pitchers. Don't get me wrong, Weathers would be our 5 theoretically at some point, and that's not bad, not one bit. When everybody's healthy, the rotation would look like Cole, Fried, Rodon, Schlittler, Weathers. You can have Heel in there over Weathers. Weathers can move in the bullpen. You still have Warren. Schmidt will be coming back sometime soon. You have the ability to have Yarborough in a starting role, but obviously they don't want to do that. They want Ryan Yarborough in a long man bullpen role, just like they want with Paul Blackburn. So it's interesting though. The bullpen is still a complete nightmare. I do believe in Bednar. Duvall, I think, can bounce back, but you're still taking a risk there because it didn't really seem like he adjusted well when he came to New York. Although he fully admitted it, and they said once he gets more comfortable, they expect him to be much better. But you traded for Jake Bird. He played 2 games, sent down. You haven't seen him the whole year, and now he's expected to be on your MLB roster. Tim Hill is Tim Hill. We love Tim Hill. He's great. But then you just have a bunch of question marks. De Los Santos was good, but he got hurt, and he was kind of inconsistent. You have a couple more names back there that aren't coming to my mind at the moment. But this Yankees team is very clearly not a World Series winning team. Every single team in our division got better. Maybe you can consider maybe the Rays didn't, but the Rays are the Rays, and they're always a threat no matter who they have on that squad. But the Blue Jays got better. The Orioles got better, and in my opinion, although they did lose Bregman, I think the Red Sox got better because they really bolstered that starting pitching staff, and that's what was hurting them a lot last year. The Red Sox look like they're going to be very good again. They look like they're going to make the playoffs. The Blue Jays are definitely going to make the playoffs. On top of that, the Orioles, I truly believe the Orioles just had an off year last year. I think they were still a playoff team last year. They just couldn't click, and the injuries hurt them a lot. They got better. And not only that, like, the starting pitching in our division is really, really good with Gausman, Crochet. I'm forgetting his name on the Orioles. Oh my God. The left-hander on the Orioles. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name. I cannot believe I'm forgetting his name. He's very good. The Rays always, no matter, you might think this guy's gonna suck, but no matter who it is, for some reason the Rays always manage. McClanahan will be back. Our entire division has elite starting pitching. So majority of our games obviously are within the division. So you're going to be playing a lot of elite starting pitching, and a lot of them are lefties, or even Gausman is separate splits. I mean, even the Blue Jays, they still got Bieber. They were able to get Cease. Like, it's, the Yankees didn't do enough to. I think the Yankees did enough to where if this was the team last year, and we knew we had Cole going in, I think I would say we were winning the division. But now I wouldn't be surprised if we came in fourth. I'm being honest. I don't think we're going to come in fourth. I think I don't think we're going to win division. I think we're going to be a wild card team this year. But even at that being a wild card team, we're probably going to play the Red Sox or the Orioles in the wild card. It's really tough. And then on top of that, you have aspirations to win a World Series. You think this team is touching the Dodgers? The Dodgers are going to destroy the Yankees if they came into a 7-game. I would expect them to completely sweep the Yankees. The Dodgers are going to destroy the Yankees. I think the Blue Jays are going to crush the Yankees this year again, just like they did last year. I think there's multiple teams around baseball where you can look at that and go, that's a better team than the New York Yankees. I believe they have the Yankees ranked 5th right now in the MLB Power Rankings. Let me check real quick. Let me see. But this team is just there's a question marks in the outfield with Jason Dominguez, and what are you doing with Spencer Jones? None of this stuff makes any sense to me. It's brutal. Hold on, let me get the. Where is the MLB Power Rankings? Let me look for that. I'm sorry. I really want to see where they have the Yankees ranked right now. Can't find it. I believe they had him 5th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they had the Yankees 5th, and I believe it was the Dodgers, the Blue Jays, the Red Sox. Do they have the Brewers above the Yankees? Maybe not. These power rankings came out before Peralta was traded, so this is bothering me. I want to see this. I didn't think about this before recording, so. Anyways, but the Yankees are clearly. It wouldn't even surprise me if we won 90 games and we didn't make the playoffs. I believe that's how good our division is this year. Our division is going to be very good, and it just I don't get it. I don't get how you look at this roster. And really, why is it starting at 30? I don't get how you look at this roster and go, yeah, this team can win a World Series. Did it really just scroll all the way back to the top? Of course it did. I just want to see who they have. Wow, they have the Mets at 3? Okay, I don't think I want to even care about Bleacher Reports. Dodgers, Cubs, Mets, Blue Jays, Yankees. I would have Mariners. I think the Red Sox are better than Mariners. They had the Red Sox 7, so they have the Yankees at 5 right now. I don't necessarily agree with this list. I don't think the Mets are in the top 5 at all. All right, this is the MLBs: Dodgers, Blue Jays. I respect that. Mariners. That's interesting. They got the Phillies and then the Red Sox, Brewers, Yankees. So the MLB has the Yankees ranked 7. And I think that's the right place. Wow, they really still have the Mets ranked 8th. I mean, I guess they've had a good offseason, but I think that clubhouse was destroyed. The Mets are good, don't get me wrong. But the Yankees clearly need to make a change, and I think it's time. I think we've all been saying it. It's time to move on from Brian Cashman. Brian Cashman has been the Yankees GM for 20 plus years, and the last time he's won a World Series was when he had a surplus amount of money and he was told he could spend whatever he want. And that's when we brought in 09, we brought in Sabathia and Teixeira, and we went on to win a World Series because Sabathia and Teixeira were brought into an already really good Yankees team. So, but like, for example, there's a clear hole at shortstop. Anthony Volpe is not the shortstop they want him to be. He's never going to be that shortstop. As much as I would want to see him do that, he's never going to get there. I think at best he'll be an average shortstop with above average, or average offensively with above average defense. Ryan McMahon is an elite defensive third baseman, but he strikes out more than he makes contact. There's obviously a lefty issue in the infield. As of now, our projected opening day lineup has 6 lefties, which, okay, again, it's not necessarily a bad thing when you're going against a right-handed pitcher, but you're putting yourself in the spot to where there's still going to be at least 3 lefties in the lineup when going against a left-handed pitcher, and that's the problem. That's the big problem. You're going to take out you're going to take out McMahon, you put Rosario at third, or Caballero at third, and Rosario at second. You take Jazz out, and then if you Volpe's back, Cabrera's back, you still have that. But like the outfield is my issue. Obviously, Judge is going to be out in right field, against a left-handed pitcher. But then you have either for center field, you only have Grisham or Bellinger, and it's not that end of the world in that scenario because Bellinger is very good at hitting left-handed pitching. But then you have Dominguez, who, although he got better towards the end of the year, really hasn't shown up with the right-handed side of the bat yet. You could put Caballero in the outfield and left field to have that right-handed bat. But like no matter what, as of it stands now, you're gonna have a left-handed catcher and a left-handed first baseman and a left-handed center fielder. You have 3 positions, you're guaranteed a left-hander. And then your left field position, you could put switch hitters in there, but their weaker side is the right side. So it really doesn't work out well for the Yankees going against left-handed pitching, especially when you're going to go against somebody elite like Crochet a couple times a year. You're going to go against Screwball once or twice. You're going to go against, I forget his name. It's bothering me so much that I can't remember his name. The starter for the Orioles. He's so good though. Oh my god, I forgot. He would have won the Cy Young if he pitched a full year last year. He was hurt for majority of it. Okay. Trevor Rogers, but the Orioles also picked up Shane Baz. I completely forgot about that. The Orioles the starting pitching in our division is really good, and I'm finding it hard to believe that the Yankees themselves even truly believe. Look, you got the best hitter in baseball in Aaron Judge. He's on the team. He's in the lineup no matter what, as long as he doesn't get hurt. I could see an avenue where they still have Grisham leading off again, but against a lefty, that's probably not the best idea. I'm sure at some point Volpe will get on a hot streak and Aaron Boone will think that it's finally time and move him to the leadoff spot and it not work. I'm sure that'll happen at some point. I just really don't like it. I really don't like how the roster is built. I think the roster needs to improve. It needed to change a lot. Like, as much as I wouldn't want to trade Jazz, I'd understand if you traded Jazz because 1, the money, and then 2, you want a little bit more of a consistent right-handed hitting group on this team. Years ago we were complaining we need left-handed hitters. Come on, why do we have the short porch for no reason? And now we're like, whoa, now we have too many left-handed hitters because now we put ourselves in a position to where if we're going against a left-handed pitcher, we're pretty much screwed because no matter what, we gotta have 3 guys in that lineup that are hit from the left side. And then on top of that, it gives teams way more availability to work with their bullpen. Like, the Blue Jays proved it. Instead of adding another starting pitcher on their LDS roster, they added a left-handed relief pitcher, and it worked for them perfectly. He combated the Yankees super well. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name too. And it pretty much destroyed the Yankees lineup until the Blue Jays were winning with 10 runs, and they just kind of put guys in there to put guys in there and get through innings. So the Yankees, like I said, the Yankees have a lot of work to do, and I don't think they're going to do much else. I mean, their spring training invite this year is Seth Brown, and as cool as that is, he's a left-handed first baseman. What are we doing? It makes no sense to me. We're gonna have a really good AAA team. I'll say that right now. This AAA team is going to be insanely good, which is funny. But the Yankees it's so aggravating to watch this all unfold. Pitchers and catchers report in 2 weeks now, maybe 2.5 weeks, something like that. So baseball's going to start coming soon. We're going to see how Carrigal is doing. I know Rodon's surgery went well. They said he's doing well. We'll see how he improves, see when they can come back, see how Schlittler is looking. I'm really excited to see Schlittler pitch a full season. But it's just going to be very hard to watch this team if they're not playing well. If they're playing well, hats off to the Yankees. Of course, obviously, it's always hard to watch this team play bad. Don't get me wrong, but we're gonna continuously go back on the fact we should have added another starting pitcher. We should have shaken up the infield a little bit better. We should have added a right-handed bat into that infield, an everyday starter right-handed bat, not just a guy who's gonna come up and go against lefties, a legit right-handed bat. So I don't really see an avenue where the Yankees make the World Series. They're not gonna win. The Dodgers are gonna destroy everybody, just being honest. It's not the old Dodgers where we're like, oh, they spent all this money and they're going to lose in the playoffs. That's not going to happen anymore. The Dodgers are going to win every year. They are a new dynasty. They're like the Yankees in the late 90s. This team is disgusting. That team is so good. It's going to be tough. I'll be honest. It's going to be tough. But I will give Yankees credit with the Cody Bellinger contract. I feel like they played that well. I'm happy they didn't get into a bidding war and allow a team to just raise the price until the Yankees backed out or spent way more money than they should have. I think they stayed firm on that, and I really like that they did that. I think they played that well. I think the Weathers trade will work out in the end. I think it's a good trade. I'd much rather have had Peralta or Gore, something like that. But obviously we can't have everything we want, so we make do with what we have. Matt Blake is an elite pitching coach, and I think he can elevate Weathers a lot. So but they got to get to work on that bullpen. I see if you go into the season okay with the offense was still good. They were the best offense in baseball last year. So don't get me wrong, when I complain about the offense, they're still an elite offense. I'm not too worried about that. I'm really worried about the health of the starting pitching and the bullpen. The bullpen looks rough. Bednar was very good last year, but he's been inconsistent his entire career, and it's a little worrisome. Duvall was obviously a mess in the bullpen last year. Bird, we got shelled against the Marlins, and we didn't see anything else. It's just, we got Tim Hill. We love Tim Hill. We love the plumber. I call him the plumber. He looks like a plumber, but he's an elite left-handed pitcher. I love it. With that submarine. I don't even think it's a submarine. It's it's so weird, but I love it. I love Tim Hill. Every time he gets on the mound, I get excited. I'm forgetting about Fernando Cruz. Let me give Fernando Cruz some credit, but hopefully he can actually stay on the mound. He's getting older, So the Yankees are putting together a strange roster. It's on paper it's very good, but I think that we all saw last year the problems with that roster. So, but anyways. That's all I got. I don't think this Yankees team is going to win the World Series. I don't think they're going to make it to the World Series. I don't think they're going to win the AL. I don't think they're going to win their division. I think there's too much competition in our division this year. And the Blue Jays are just elevated above us. They really are. I mean, I think their offense statistically is not better, but and to the eye is a little bit better. They put a lot more balls in play. They don't strike out as much as the Yankees do. They run the bases much better. Yankees are fucking horrendous at running bases. It's one of the most aggravating things. It's almost like they don't care about anything but hitting home runs. It's annoying as shit. But we'll see what happens, man. But that's where I'm gonna end it today. So if you're still watching, thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below what suggestions you would have to a video, or anything you guys want to hear me talk about, or what do you guys think the Yankees should do. So let me know in the comments. But as always, if you're on the YouTube side, I appreciate you for watching, and if you're on the podcast side, I appreciate you listening to the video. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and as always, go Yankees.